Google Meet. Okay. So you don't have to see me, you have to see my screen. Just now, I'm not sharing my screen. That's why. Okay. Okay. Yes. So what we are discussing in the last class, we will start our class at 8:05. Basically, the teaching part I will start at 8:05. Okay. So if you have any question related to previous class, only topics, then we can discuss for the 3 minute for the 2 or 3 minutes. Then we have to start with the class. Okay. If you have any doubt related to our previous class, you can ask now. At 8:05, we are going to start our new class today and with today new topics. Sir, should we have make to notes? Yes, you have to make notes. Yes, making notes is going to be a very good step for you guys because like I also used to make notes. Why I used to make notes? Because like when there was interview and I have to revise all the topics, then I used to just read that notes and that helped me a lot. So this is my first session. So more Jariya Smith. So basically, in this session, we are going to start with JS. So we have one session. We have done one session on JS. Okay, the previous session is also on the JS, but it is only for that basic part. Today also, I think first half of the class will be of basic, and secondly, we are going to start some new topics, some good topics. Any other, or we can start the class. Okay, so I think there is no questions. Okay, so just wait for 1 more minute and then we will start the class. Okay, my screen is visible, I think. I think my screen is visible to everyone. Topics we have covered because it's a first class for me. We have covered few topics like variables, data types, and few small things like loops, if else we have covered. Okay, let's have a recap. So what we have discussed variables, consoles, we have discussed if else, we have discussed this thing. Also, we have discussed some of the array methods. Array methods, I think we have discussed, yes, right? So we have discussed array methods also. Okay, so today we will be starting with revision, so it's not. So today we are going to start with functions, right? Yes. So actually in the starting of the last class, I asked you what can we make a related website using man. You told that yes. Can you tell me today little more? Yes, you can make like Amartya, you have to think about your projects. Like if I'm making a e-commerce website, then I can make something like that using AI, something like that. Like if I'm buying a phone cover, like see, if you are in your product list, if in your products there is a phone cover, so maybe if a person is buying a phone cover, may can buy a earphone related to that, or he or she may can buy a tempered glass or any other mobile accessory. So kind of this type of suggestions are coming through AI. Okay. And you can also give him suggestions like on the previous orders which a person has made. So you can give this data to AI and get those results and show them. Like personalization you can achieve from in a simple project. In a simple e-commerce project of web development, you can integrate AI. Okay, right? Clear, Martya? You have to think about this. Like if you are making a movie project, like if you are showing some kind of movie website where where people can see what is the rating of movie, what is the basically trailer of movies, anyone can see the trailer of movies or something like that. Okay, you can show him some AI related suggestions. Okay. Okay, whosoever is doing this kind of stuff, please don't do this. If it is done next time, I will just throw you out of the class. It's the last warning. Okay, I have saying it in all the classes. Why? Don't do this. It's the last. Okay, let's start the class. Okay, let's start the class. Okay, so for I think there are a lot of new people are in this class. So let me introduce myself and then we can start the class. Okay, so my name is Saurabh Bansal. I am basically currently working in a US based startup that is called Abru. Currently, I'm working as a senior software engineer at over there. So I'm working on basically the over the Moon stack, and for the React part, I'm working on React Native. So we are basically making apps for brands. Okay, so this is my current job. Previously, I was a mentor at Geeks for Geeks. So I have basically two major things, two experience in my career, majorly teaching and also software engineer from past 2 years from software engineering and past 2 3 years from teaching as well. So this is all. So I think this is fourth or fifth session of our this web development course. We have completed HTML, we have completed CSS, we have also completed JS a little bit. So we have done one session on JS. This is the second session on JavaScript. Okay, so let's start the class. So basically in the previous class, we have discussed about variables, data types, and if else statement, console statements, how to loop in the basically JS, how to use loops. Then we have discussed some of the array methods like array push and shift remove element, splice. Yeah, that's all. Okay, so we have discussed some of these topics. Today we are going to discuss about functions. Okay. Okay, functions. Oh, okay. Before starting the class, how many of you are actively present in the class? Please let me know in the chat section. How many of you are actively listening to me? How many of you are actively listening to me? Please let me know in the chat section. So currently there are 96 participants. So how many of you are actively present and actively excited for this class? How many of you are very excited for the class? And just a one request, if you can turn on your camera, please turn on your camera. Okay. Uh, okay. So there is one more thing. Happy Janmashtami to all. Today is Janmashtami. Happy Janmashtami to all. And also, one more thing. After we have started this class, like now we are starting this class, please ask me doubts related to current topic. Okay, I think this is very much clear to everyone. Okay, so now we are going to start about functions. Okay, so please tell me about what is functions. Functions. What is functions? What is functions? Anyone? A block of reusable code. Very good. This is the first time I got the exact definition. Reusable block of code. Yes. A function is a reusable block of code. It is nothing else. Okay. I am writing the definition over here because I am first time I'm writing a definition. Why I'm writing a definition? Because it will help. This definition is very useful. And this is going to help you a lot. Okay. This is help you a lot. Okay, this definition is going to help you a lot in understanding a very big concept of JavaScript. Okay, that's why I'm writing this. A function is a block of reusable reusable code that performs a specific task, right? Functions is a block of reusable code that performs a specific task. Okay, maybe for just understanding, we can reuse this reusable as well for now. For now, just for now. Okay. Function is a block of code that performs a specific task. Okay. Functions are a very important part of JavaScript because sometimes if you have seen some documentation, there is written that JavaScript is a function language because everything we can perform, everything in JavaScript is a function. Okay. Everything in JavaScript is a function. Okay. How you can see the function. Okay. So how to make a function? Functions, how to make a function. So you have to write firstly a function name, function keyword. Then you have to write greet any name. Here you can write anything, which is going to be the name of function, which is going to help you to call the function. Okay. Call the function, right? Today I will like going to very, today we are going to very deep inside the functions. Okay. Great. Okay, so this is going to be the name of functions. Now, after this, we have to provide a kind of this type of brackets. They are called parentheses. Console.log. Let's say hello JavaScript. Okay. So we have written this. Now, this is a function definition. What is this called? This is a function definition. This is a function definition. How to call this function? Now, when we have written, like, please listen to me very carefully. When we have written something like this, greet, this is not calling a function. Okay. How to call a function? When we have written the function name and then parenthesis, this is going to be calling a function. Okay. Let's go and run this function. Okay. How to run this function? Like there are two ways. Maybe you can just run this in the browser, or maybe you can just go to script.js, the JS file, and you can go for open in integrated terminal. Then you can write node. Then you can write node. You have to write node. Then you have to write the file name, which is script.js. You can see we have written hello JavaScript. Okay, let's comment this above console. Okay, is this clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is this clear? Yes. Now let's make a function for adding two variables. Okay, that is going to be very easy. I think all of you know that how to make that. So we can provide two variables over here because this function is going to get two as a parameter, two parameters. Okay, return a plus b. Okay. Now if I just call this to, when I will, okay, just listen to me very carefully. Okay, this is going to be a very good question. When I'm taking interviews for an intern, I ask this question. Okay, so please listen to me very carefully and please give me answer. Please try to give me a single answer only by a single person and try to give the correct answer. Okay, what is going to be the output of this file when I just run this code? When I will run this code, what is going to be the output? Okay, some people are saying 6, some people are saying nothing, some people saying empty. Let's run this. So we have got no output. Why we have got no output? Because we have not printed the answer. Yes, we have not printed the answer. Okay. So what if console.log, now what is going to be the answer? Okay. So now everyone is saying 6. Yes, right. Right. 6 is going to be the answer. Okay. So now, now what is going to be the answer? Now what is going to be printed when I just run this file? Someone is saying 66. 66. Okay, I think he wants to write 66. 66. Still, I have not got the correct answer. I am getting wrong answers in my chat. 24. I think I've got the correct answer. I think someone has run the program and then have given answer. Sabina Praveen. Sabina Praveen has given the right answer. Sabina, do you have you run this code? Sabina. I just want to ask Sabina. Just tell me honestly, Sabina. Or like, let's see. 6 and undefined. What is going to be the answer? 6 and undefined. We have got 6 and undefined. Okay. Now, anyone out there, we have seen the output. Anyone wants to tell me why this is the output? I will tell you the output. But why this is the output? Scope, Manish, half knowledge is very dangerous. No written value. Shri Dharal Parveen. Praveen. Okay. Can you elaborate your answer? Then please elaborate. 6 because console log and undefined because no written. Right. I can't, I am not able to announce your name, but your Gayatri has your surname, I think. So Gayatri's answer is correct. Okay, cause in the first parenthesis, we don't define any value, we don't return anything. Sure, I will just. Sabina, you are disconnected. Okay, right, no problem. So why this is so? Okay, let me tell you. Please listen to me very carefully because these things, these small things, if you know about these small things, then your JS is strong, and getting the JS strong is very crucial to crack interviews. Okay, so now here you can see, firstly, what we have used, return a plus b. Okay, let's just see if both statements are there, then what is going to happen? Okay, anyone wants to tell me if both statements are there, what is going to happen? Right, Pratyusha has given the right answer, which is going to be 6 6. 6 6, yes. So now, when we are not returning something from a function, please listen to me very carefully. When we are not returning anything from a function, the function will automatically return undefined. Is it clear? When we are not intentionally returning anything from a function, the function will return undefined. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Yes. So now what is happening when we are calling this function and why it is giving 6 and undefined? It is giving 6 and undefined. Why it is? When we have called the function, okay, when we have called the function 2 4, 2 4 getting here console.log, firstly this statement will run and what it will print, 2 plus 4 6, 6 will be printed. But yes, we have also console.log one more thing, which is the output of this add 2 and 4. As we are not returning anything from this function, this is giving us undefined. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. I think most of you are very comfortable with JS, but small things, if you are not know about JavaScript, if you don't know about JavaScript, then your JavaScript is weak, then you can't meet the today's standard of getting a job. If you're not getting a job, that does not mean that web development do not have a job. That clearly means that you don't have a sufficient knowledge. Okay. If you are not getting a job, then doubt yourself. Don't doubt industry. Okay. Doubt yourself. When you will doubt yourself, then you will get a job. When you will doubt yourself and work hard according to that, then you will get a job. I get a job by this, by doing this, right? Clear? I just want to show you, if people are saying you that they are not getting a job, they are not getting a job because they don't have knowledge. If you have knowledge, you will surely get a job. More or less, time will take, more time can be taken, but you will get the job. Okay, clear? Okay. So let's make a new function. Function, let's say hello. Console.log. Hello. Console.log. Say hello. What is going to be the output of this now? Hello, undefined. Someone has given undefined hello. %99 answers are wrong. Hello error. It won't execute. All of you have given a giving. Okay, let's see. Let's see. The output is there is no hello. Now, like these are kind of interview questions. These are interview questions. Okay. You all mostly all of you have given the wrong answer. Okay. So see over here. I already told you we have to write the function name and then use a parenthesis to call this. Here we have just written the function name, but we are not calling the function. Got it? We have not called the function. Try to give the answer in one go. Because in interviews, you will only have one chance. Try to think about things. Okay. Try to observe the code. Don't try to just give the answer. Try to analyze these things. Okay. So here they've written say hello. We haven't called the function. We are just what we want from console log. We are saying the console log that what is say hello. We haven't called the function over here. So it is saying that say hello is a function. It is saying that say hello is a function. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Do you got something new in this class? Yes. Got it? So these functions are very important because JavaScript is a functional language. Now, why why the functions are very important in JS? Because in JS, I have seen 3, 4 languages. I have worked in 3, 4 languages while working in industry. Only JavaScript, according to me, in JavaScript, what we can do is we can pass a function as a parameter to another function. We can store a function. We can store a function in a variable as well. Okay, let me show you something. Thank you so much, Sabina. Okay, let's say, let, now what is going to be the output of this? What is going to be the output of this? Yes, everybody is right. Hello is going to be the output. You can see hello is the. So JavaScript, in JavaScript, this is very important. This is a very small thing for you guys, but this is a very important concept of JavaScript. Why? Why? Because you can see over here, we can store a function in a variable. We can store a function in a variable. Okay, this is very important. We can store a function in a variable. And if we can store, just tell me, is my statement making a sense or not? We can pass, we, we can pass variables to a function or not? Yes or no? We can pass a variable to a function or no? Can we pass a function variables? Can we pass a variable to a function? Is it right? Yes. So is my next statement is making sense to you or not? Please tell me in the chat section that can we pass a function to a function as a parameter? Is it making sense? Yes. The statement is making sense. Why? Because we can also store a function in a variable. So we can send a function to a function. It is used in front end everywhere. We are using JavaScript, then you can see there is a lot of use of this. Okay. So now let's say I can tell you, let's say what? Let's say let's make a function to find the circumference of a circle. Circumference. Let's say I want to pass diameter. Okay, no, this is not a good example. What we can do? What can be the good example? Let me think. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Area of square now. I want to show you something, a use of a function passing in a function. That makes sense. Something like that. What can be that? Uh, I'm not going into current part. I don't want to go currently in current part. Wrapper message, anything. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Greet, greet. Okay. And we have a name. Extract. Okay. Console.log hello. Sorry. We have to pass hello like this. Hello, then extract name, and we have to call name. Okay. Now function going to be function extract name. Name dot type. We'll tell you more. Okay. Now I want to create greet. Now what is going to be the output of here? What is going to be the output? What is going to be the output now? John Doe. Why? So now you can, I know that this is not a very good example, but still see here what we have done. A function we have made great and a function has name. So we have to pass a name and extract name is going to have some logic to extract the name. Currently, what is the use of extract name? It is just what is this function trim function, just what the trim function used to do. Trim function just remove the first spaces or last spaces from any string, from the trailing spaces, sorry, from the starting spaces or the trailing spaces. Okay, just remove this. So extract name can have other good logic according to your project. Okay, yes, it's a callback function. Yes, when a function is passed to another function, it's called a callback function. Yes, but right now I don't want to discuss this callback keyword currently. So you can see over here we have passed this function as a variable to another function. Okay, so this is a capability of functions. Okay, in JavaScript, this is not a recursive function, Bhavna. This is not a recursive function. This is not a recursive function. Recursive is very different thing. Recursive function calls itself. Like if greet is calling greet, then it is called recursive. Okay. Don't get confused in these things. If a function is calling itself, then it is only called recursive function. Is it clear to everyone? Why the functions are very important in JavaScript? You can store a function in a variable and you can pass a function as a parameter as well. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Great. Great. So let's move to the next thing. That is function and objects. Objects are very important. So anything which is like, let's see, is there something which is missed or not? Okay. Yes, I think everything is covered in functions. So objects are very important in JavaScript. Why objects are very important? Because everything in JavaScript is an object. Okay. If you just separate out the primitive data types, everything in JavaScript is a function. Oh, sorry, is an object. Everything in JavaScript is an object if you just remove the primitive data types. Okay. What is an object? Object is something like a key value pair. Let's say, let a person key value pair. What is going to be the key value pair? Okay. So key should be unique. Value can be same. Okay. What is the key? So name is a key over here. And what is the key? Let's say I'm making my data. Sorry. Okay. Let's say first name. So this is the key. Last name Kumar. Sorry, Kumar, not Kumar. It's Bansal. Okay. Age 25 plus, right? Full name. I don't want to put full name. Let's say my address. Why? I want to show you something. Address, city, Delhi, country, India. Anything? Anything else? Let's say a house number. Let's say number, street, main street. Anything else they want to give any suggestion from AI? Okay. Anything else which a person can have? I want to make a good big thing. Phone place and hobbies, let's say. Great. Yes. Anything other? Any array kind of array we have done. Let's make a object in itself. Yes, object we have done. Anything else? Is adult. Let's say true. Anything else? Any data type is left or not? Yes. So you can see over here is vegetarian. Yes, I am vegetarian. Okay. So now you can see over here. I have make object. And why I make a big object? Just to show you that a object can hold anything, any type of data. A object can hold a string. Okay, a object can hold a string. This is basically key and this is value. This is a key, this is a value. Value can be same, but key cannot be same. Okay, what if, okay, we'll tell you more about that. Okay, now, first name Saurabh. So this is a string. A object can hold string. String. Age is 25. That is a number. Okay, a object can hold a number as well. Address. Now address is a key, but you can see the value is having a object. The value is having a object. The value is having a object over here. The value is object. Okay, an object can hold a value as object, and also it can have more objects like this. Is it clear to everyone? Then phone has 123, still a number. Hobbies. Hobbies is a key and it can also hold array. This can also hold array. Okay. Then greet is a function. Basically, this is going to be a function. And this function is also going to be a value which a object can hold. Then it can also hold true value, true, false, boolean values as well. Okay. Now how to access these things? This is very important. This is very important how to access this thing. Okay. Let's say console.log. If I want to see person dot first name, what is going to be the output? Please let me know in the chat section. Sorry, very good. Then if I just let's see what is going to be the output. Now how to access the second hobby of mine. I want to access this gaming. How to access this? How to access this? I want the correct thing. Yes, Tanmay has given the correct answer. Person.hobbies.1. I think you all know about the array index thing. Okay. So there is one more way to access those things. If you have something called a variable, like if you have a variable and we want to access it like this, we'll tell you more about this use case, but let me tell you about this page. What is going to be the output? This is one more way to access those things, right? Clear? This is one more way. This is very helpful way if you are dealing with some variable or something like that. Okay. This is also a way that is going to be very useful for you guys. Okay, what if I just write person.greet? Okay, what is going to be the output of this? Please just give the correct answer in one go. And please see this code very carefully and then give your answer. Manish has given the right answer, else everything is giving wrong answer. Why? Let's see. Still, it's the same case. Why? Because this is the function. I have not called the function. I have not called the function. Here you can see. Still, you guys are making the same mistake. I have not called the function. You can see function greet. Do not write this. Why? Do not write this. Sorry. Okay. So I think objects are also clear to you guys. Okay. Let me tell you one thing, how I get some strong in JavaScript. So how to get this. Uh, what is that website name? What's the website name? I just forgot the website name. Free Code Camp. Yes, right. Free Code Camp. Yes, here we can write without this keyword. Yes, you are using it too. Right. Good. So basically, there is a website called Free Code Camp. There is a certification where there is very, very small questions of JavaScript. So if this website open, I will show you. Then you can go and you can code over here. You can get a certification of over here. I think there is 330 questions. Okay, you can do these questions over here and you can see you will learn all the small concepts of JavaScript. Basic concepts only, not the bigger one. Okay. So maybe this will take time. So it's been loading over here. Okay. So we will talk about this callback function later. Event listener said not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay. So today we are going to start one very important topic. Website is not working. I think there is some problem with the server. Currently, their website is not working. Maybe because I have visited it all after a long time, like 1 or 2 year maybe. Okay. Now let's understand. Okay. So just tell me one more thing. Do you guys want me to start firstly more JavaScript basic concept, or do you want me to start the DOM part? What should we start? DOM or more JavaScript? DOM. Most people are saying DOM. Okay, just raise your hand. How many of you want DOM to be started first? Raise your hands. There is an option for raising your hands. I'm just taking the votes. Currently, only 5 hands for DOM. 5 hands are for DOM. Okay. So now, okay. So just lower your hand, everyone, please. Now lower your hands. Now raise your hands if you want more JavaScript topics. We have got 7 hands for 8, 9. Why others are not responding? Why others are not responding? Why? What other people are doing? So we have got for more topics. We have got 18 hands, right? Okay. So we are going to start with more topic. Okay. So today we are going to understand my favorite thing, that is going to be a lot of topic will be covered in this part. We are going to start a topic called where versus let versus const. Okay. Now, where versus let versus const. Okay, so this is going to be a very big topic. Why? Because this topic will help us understand a lot of things. A lot of things will be covered in this topic. A lot of things will be covered in this topic. Do you guys know about this difference? Okay, let's just cover this small thing. Then we will start with that topic. What is the difference between double equals to and triple equals to? Please tell me. What is the difference between double equals to and triple equals to? They are same, I think. No. In JavaScript, this is very important. Strict version compare means same data subject. Okay. So when we are comparing these two datas, one and 1. In this case, this will give true. Same in this case, this will also give true. But if we have 1 equals to, this will still give true. If we go for 1 equals to, this is going to give us false. Okay. Okay. Double equals to, just compare the value. Okay. Firstly, double equals to will see this data and this data. If the type of these data are same, then they will compare the value. Okay. What they will do? They will compare firstly those two things. Firstly, it will compare the value, this value, this value. If they are same, they have same data type, then it will compare the value and will give the answer. Okay. Both are work, so it has given one answer. But for the double equals to case, what is going to happen for two different data types? Two different data types. Firstly, this double equals to will see that the data type for both these parts are not same. So firstly, the double equals to will change its data type to string. Its data type to string. Then it will compare both the strings. Then it will compare both the strings and then it will give true. Is it clear to everyone? So if we are using a double equals to, then it will firstly typecast the number and then will compare that. Okay. Now in the case of triple equals to, it is basically also called strict comparison. Firstly, it will see that what is the data type of both the variables are same or not. If the data type for both the variables are same, then it will check the value. Okay. And if both the things are same, then it will only give true. Similarly, for this case, firstly, it will check the data type. If the data type are not same, it will not going to execute the other things. Okay. Let's say still it will go give the false. Okay. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear to everyone? And this is very important concept. This is very important thing in JavaScript. Okay. Also, sometimes people used to ask in this in an interview. Okay. It's clear. So we are going to discuss about where, let, and const. Okay. I just want good answers from you guys. What is the difference between these three things? So I made a new file because this is very going to be very important. Okay. Firstly, this is going to be very important class because a lot of concept will be going to be clear in this class. Where versus let versus constant. Firstly, let's talk about reassign. Okay. Firstly, let's talk about one thing. Firstly, that is going to be reassign. What is reassign property? Okay. So var equals to 5, a equals to 10. What is going to be the value of console log a? What is going to be the value? Okay. Oh, sorry. Why this is npm run dev? Node index.js. So this is going to be give us 10. Okay. Let's try this. That means where can be reassigned, right? That means I'm making the notes for you guys as well. We'll share the code once over. What is going to happen for let? What is going to be the answer? The same answer? 10. That's right. Now, what is going to be the answer for const? Someone is saying someone error, someone 5. First, let's see. So we have got some error. Assignment to a constant variable. We cannot define, we cannot assign a different value to a constant variable, meaning where and let can be reassigned, but const cannot. Const cannot be reassigned. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Let me ask you one more thing. What is now going to be the output? What is now going to be the output? Okay, let's see. Okay, just one more thing before going very deep into this concept. Please, one more thing. Please read these errors very carefully because these errors are going to give you a great knowledge. Okay, let's see. Missing initialization in const declaration. Meaning, meaning that means what that means. Okay, let's see this same case in let and where also. Letting, letting. Then for where. Then meaning only const is giving this behavior that. Okay, let me make a note for you guys. Note, we have to assign a value const at the time of declaration. Okay, we have to give a value or assign a value to a const variable at the time of declaration. We cannot reassign it because why? Why we cannot reassign it? Why we cannot reassign it? Because when we are assigning a value const a like this, okay, when we are assigning a value like this const a, it is taking undefined as its value. Okay, when in JavaScript, when we are not giving a variable a value, JavaScript automatically assigning a value to it as a undefined. And we are and at the second step, we are changing that value, which const will not allow us. Is it clear to everyone? Why we have to assign a value to const at the time of declaration? Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Do you guys got the reason behind that? Great. Great, guys. Okay, let's talk to the next thing. First property we have discussed about reason. Then let's talk about redeclaration. Redeclare. AI is giving us great response, but we don't want this. Okay, let's say var equals to var a equals to 10. Can we redeclare a variable? Redeclare a variable like this var a equals to 100. Now, what is going to be the output of this variable? Console.logo, not logo. What is going to be the output? 100. Right. That means where can be redeclared? You guys are getting the right answers from here. Okay. Can we do something like this? Let a. No, we can't do this. That means it will give us error. Let's see the error as well. Identifier A has already been declared. Identifier A has been already been declared. So please try to know about these things. Okay, these errors are very important because when you are debugging a very big code, you will get all these things. as errors. And if you know about every single error, then you can resolve those errors very easily. Okay. Where can be redeclared? Let cannot be. Also, const cannot be declared, redeclared as well. Const. Similarly, const also cannot be declared. Similarly, yeah. So this is also complete false. Then what's that? Reassigner reinitialization. We have discovered. Okay. So these are basically two small things which we have discussed. Okay. Now we are moving towards one of the important thing. Okay. One of the most important part of interviews. For the interview perspective, these are very important. Also, let me tell you one more thing, that where is the part of JavaScript which we don't recommend to use now, because where has a lot of bugs in it, or maybe lot of flaws in it. That's why in the next generation of JavaScript, which is currently ECMAScript, so there they have introduced latent const, because they will make our life easier. Okay. Okay. Let's say where a equals to 10. Sorry. What is going to be the answer for this code? Errors. People are saying error. Someone is saying 10 10. Error 10 10 10. Okay, I've got one correct answer. I just have got one correct answer. One, two, three, more, four correct answer. Five correct answers. Six correct answer. Seven, eight. I've got eight correct answers. Okay. Okay. Let me tell you. Let's see. The answer is undefined and 10. Okay. The answer is undefined and 10. What if I just go? Okay. Let's just understand this, why this is happening. So we are going to understand a very important topic. It is very important topic, very important. That is hoisting. Anyone wants to tell me about hoisting? Anyone out there wants to tell me about hoisting? Okay, no idea about hoisting. This is very weird. Okay, let's take a 2 minute break. I just want some water. Okay, just go guys and read about hoisting and tell me the answer in the chat section. I will be coming back at 9:03 or 9:04. Okay, just taking a 2 minute break. Someone has given very heavy answer. Shweta Kumari, I think you have pasted the whole text. And just paste it over here. We can use variable info before they are formally declared. Formally declared in the code. Okay. New word for me. Okay. So let me write something over here. Variable and functions will get the memory before the code execution starts. Okay. Variables and functions will get the memory before the code execution starts. Okay. Okay. Now, please listen to me very carefully and please read this line very carefully because this is very clear line, yet it is very confusing. Okay. This is very clear line, yet it will confuse you after a while. Okay. So what happens to these types of code? Let me tell you. So I have written one statement like this. Now, for understanding this answer, the answer console.log. So what is going to be the answer? Undefined intent. To understand this answer, you have to see that how a JavaScript code runs exactly. Okay. So what I've written over here, this thing, variable and functions will get the memory before the actual code execution. Okay. Now what happens to this code is, so let's say for the console log, I am just using a log a, then where a equals to 10, then we are getting log a. Okay. Now, how a JavaScript code runs? JavaScript code runs in two phases. Okay. Please, please listen to me very carefully because this is going to be a very important concept. If you will not, if you don't know this concept, you are not going to be good at JavaScript. This is very important concept. Okay. JavaScript code runs in two phases. First is memory allocation, or also called as hoisting phase. Hoisting phase. It has two names, memory allocation or hoisting phase. In some books, you will get memory allocation. In some books, you will get hoisting phase. Second, the actual code execution, or maybe you can code just code execution, actual code execution. Okay. Firstly, when you will run this program, a global execution context will be made. This is very important. A global execution context will be made. Means, what is this global execution context? This global execution context is nothing but a memory. Our operating system will give certain memory to this code to get it executed. Like if I tell you, just make a project. Now you will ask me, like if you are working in my company, you will ask me, give me the laptop to make the project. Okay, similarly, when we are running a code, our operating system or our node or something called node or JavaScript will make a global execution context. That means we are giving some space or memory to the code to get your things done. Right? What is GC? Global execution context. Is this clear to everyone? What is GEC? Is it clear? Please let me know in the chat section. Please be very quick at replying in the chat section. Okay, don't waste my time and your time as well. Because your time is very important because we have to complete these all things. Okay, please be very active in the chat section. Now, first phase will run. What is going to be the first phase? First phase is memory allocation, and memory allocation will only be given to functions and variables. Please listen to me very carefully. In the first phase, only function and variables will get the memory. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Now, what is going to happen over here? Log a, is it a function or a variable? It is nothing. It is basically, we are calling a function. It is nothing, not a variable, not a function. Is it a variable or function? Yes, it's a variable. So it will get memory. Only the left part of this will be executed. Firstly, it will get a value of undefined. I am giving UD as undefined. It will get undefined. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear to everyone? Right. Now, the third line. Is it a function or a variable? No, it's not a function or a variable. Yes, right? So it will not be executed. Now the first phase is going to be end. First phase ends over here. First phase is ended over here. Now the actual code execution. Actual code execution is very simple. The code will run line by line. The code will run line by line. Log A, log A, console.log A. What that means? It will go and find out the value of A in the memory. What is going to be that? Undefined. So first is going to be undefined, right? Then the code will read this line, will execute this line where a equals to 10, meaning now the undefined will be replaced by 10, and now this log a, meaning the a will be replaced by 10, undefined. Why the answer is coming as undefined and 10? Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Okay, got it. Now let's talk about functions as well. Function greet. Now please tell me the output for this whole code. Now, please tell me the output for this whole code. What is going to be the answer of this code? Please tell me quickly. Undefined hello. I want the whole code answer. Undefined 10, undefined hello. Okay. Undefined 10, undefined hello. Undefined 10, hello, hello. Most of you are giving wrong answer. Let me tell you. Most of you have given the wrong answer. Undefined 10. I think you all know about why there's undefined in 10. Why there is undefined in 10. But for this part, we are getting two hellos. Okay. Why? Let's see. Let's see. This is going to be a little slow process of learning, but yet this is very important process. Why? Because this is going to give you a great knowledge. What is JavaScript? A line by line, everything. What have you written in every single line? You know how that is running. Okay, let's see. Log A, then anything log A, then we have where A equals to 10, then we have log A, then we have greet, which is calling that we have function greet, and log hello. We have a hello log over here. Then we have greet function. Why we are getting that output? Let's see. Okay. So firstly, what will happen when the code will run? Anyone wants to tell me? Anyone wants to unmute themselves and please assist me what is going to happen in this? Anyone out there? Anyone out there? Anyone wants to unmute himself or anyone and assist me over this? Anyone? Anyone? Who is
Yeah.
talking? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Anyone.
So first memory environment will be created.
Firstly, environment which is what is going to happen?
So when we first we call, write the greet function and calling it, the
No. You are
So
memory is
firstly, memory creation phase
anyone,
started.
only one guy who is talking.
Memory creation phase started.
Who is talking to me? Okay, let's just see.
Hello,
So the
sir.
memory can
Memory
store the
creation
variable
phase
and
started.
First, what is
after
going to
that
happen? First
memory
is going
can
to be a
store
memory
10
allocation.
variables.
Okay, first is going to
And
be
then
memory
after
allocation.
they print 10 10
I don't want the second step. I just want first step. Okay. I just
So
want
first
correctly all
memory
first.
allocation.
First is memory allocation. First, is this line is going to be the part of first phase?
Memory location for function and
First is going to
variable.
be var A. A will get
A
the
equals
value of undefined. Okay.
undefined.
Please
Undefined.
mute yourself. I think this is making noise. This is only making noise.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
please mute yourself. Guys, please mute yourself. So who is very confident in giving the right answer? Who can say that I can assist you in all those answers? Who is very confident? Please raise your hand. I just want one guy. Anyone? Raise your hand if you are very much confident that you can give the correct answer, correct explanation. Anyone? Okay, Debo Mulya. Let's unmute. Okay, let's steps. Tell me.
So, sir,
This
during
line,
the
will
first
this line
phase,
go into the first step?
no, sir.
Yes or no? Will this go? Will this
Yes,
line?
sir.
No. Wrong. Anyone else? Debumalia, please mute yourself. Anyone else? Yes, Abdul. Tell me. Will this line
Um,
go into the first step?
no, sir.
Why?
The function when we are declaring,
Why?
that
Why
part
this?
goes to
Why?
the,
Why this line is not going to be part of the first phase?
sir, because it's not any kind of a storing something, but it just is calling the
No,
function.
Abdul, please mute yourself. Okay. It is not a function, not a variable. It is calling a function. Okay. That's why. So this will also not go into the first phase. Now, the second phase, this whole function will get the memory. Now this function will get the memory. How this will get the memory? The whole function body will be stored over it. This whole thing, this whole thing is going to be stored in the memory. Right? Correct? Is it clear to everyone? The whole function memory will be stored over here. Okay. Now this line also will not go into the first phase. Okay. This will also not go into the first phase. Now let's talk about the second phase. After the first phase is ended, now the second phase. Second phase starts. Will this line go into the first phase? Second phase, sorry. Yes, this will go into the second phase. And what is going to be the answer for this part is going to be, what is going to be this line print? Undefined. Yes, right. Undefined. Then where equals to 10. What will this line will do? What this line will do? This line will replace the undefined value with 10. Okay. Now log A, the third line log A means it will print 10 for us. Now greet function is called. Now the greet function has been called now. Now it will see that where is the greet function. It will see in the memory, is there is a greet function? Yes, there is a greet function. Yes, there is a greet function and the whole function body stored over here and it will be executed like this. It will be executed and it will execute the function and what it will get? It will get the hello and will print hello for us. Now this function, this is a function already stored in this memory, nothing is going to happen. Now greet, greet this, greet. Similarly, this will also print hello. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section that why the output was coming like this. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Great, great. I think great. Now, when your code has been finished, it will be automatically deleted. Okay, Manish? When your second phase will be completed completely, it will be automatically deleted. There is a concept in Java and JavaScript of uh, garbage collection. You can read about that. Now, what is going to be the answer? Okay, I'm giving you 3 minutes. Just go ahead with all those knowledge which I have given to you. Please take your pen paper out and try to execute this code. Okay, try to dry run this code with all those knowledge which I have given to you. currently. Just give me the correct answer in one go. I just want the correct answer in one go from you guys. I am giving you, currently it is 9:17. I am giving you time till 9:20. I will accept only first answer from you guys. Just take your time, take 3 minutes and try to give me correct answer for this one. This is going to be very interesting for you. Let me copy this. Okay. Just give me the correct answer for this. Abdul Rahman, don't give me any answer without doing the dry run. Do the dry run, then give me answer. I want correct answer, not a early answer or a quick answer. I want correct answer. Whosoever will give me the correct answer, I will take his help to complete this. Anyone out there? I'm just making the setup while you guys are doing. Ankita Jadhav, wrong answer. Abdul Rahman, wrong answer. Chirag Ashok, wrong answer. Amrit Kumar, wrong. Wrong. Just think it is a interview. Okay. Just think it's an interview and now you have to give answer. You just have only one undefined and undefined. Hello. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Chirag Ashok is Manish, wrong. Wrong. Siva Naga. Dhruv, wrong. Please don't give anything, any answer. Please don't try to just give answer. Just give me correct answer. Because for the correct answer, I would ask the person to the reason for that as well. Wrong, Ankita Jadhav. Okay, I've got the correct answer. Harsha Goda. Are you comfortable in opening your mic, in getting unmuted? Okay, I've got the correct answer. From Harsha. Undefined 10, undefined error. Undefined 10, undefined error. Also, Swati has given the correct answer. Swati, great, great Swati, great Harsha. Okay, okay. Let's do whatever the knowledge we have. Only this will give the answer. When you will stuck on these types of problem, just go into the basics. Okay, just take a pen paper and try to do the code. Just take a pen paper and try the code. Okay, what is going to be the first step? First phase. First phase is going to be memory allocation. First line will not come into the second line. A equals to undefined. Second, this line will not go into the first phase. Yes, this will also greet. Now here, what is the catch for this part? Now, greet is a variable. Greet is a variable. So greet is going to have undefined for this part. Greet is going to have undefined. Why? Because greet is now a variable. Greet is not a function for this. Greet is now a variable. Clear? Is this clear? Greet. Why this greet is getting undefined? Because greet is a variable over here. Greet is not a function. Clear to everyone? Yes. Okay. Now the first phase has ended up. Now we will go into the second phase. Second phase. We will go into the second phase. Console log A. A. What is going to be the value of A? Now let me give the output over here. Undefined. A equals to 10. What is going to happen? 10. A will be assigned a value of 10. So now it will print 10 for us. Then we have greet. Now this greet, basically this greet is getting the value of undefined. Undefined when called as a function, it will give us error. It will give us error. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Let's see the output as well. Undefined 10, then greet. Greet is not a function. Also, our console is saying the same thing. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? If you just stuck on these types of problem, just use your pen and paper. Just use your pen and paper and everything will be very clear. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so we have covered 2-3 things. These kinds of things. Okay. Now let's talk about one, two things more. What if I just replace this with let? What is going to happen now? Same as earlier. Reference error, same. Please be very responsive in this class. Let's see. Error at first line. Yes. Console log A will give us error. Why this is error? There is a error. Okay. Please try to see this error. Cannot access A before initialization. Please see this error. This error will give you a deep knowledge. Cannot access A before initialization. You cannot access the A keyword. Okay. A variable you cannot access. Let's remove this. Let's talk about only this. Okay. Let's see one more time what is going to be the output. Cannot access A before initialization. It is saying cannot access A before initialization. Please read this very carefully. What if I just remove this 2 lines now and we have just console log A? What is going to be the error now? Anyone? A is not defined. A is not defined. Okay. Any one of you guys, please just see those two errors. Those two errors. You have seen those two errors? Two different errors are coming. Okay. When we have this statement, the error is coming as cannot access A before initialization. But when we have just removed this A line, then the error is A is not defined. Okay. These two errors are giving a great information. Anyone wants to conclude anything about these? If you got something. Okay, let me just ask you one more thing. What is going to be the output of this code? Error undefined. Okay. What is going to be the let's see the what is going to be the output of this code? Let's see what is going to be the output. Cannot access A before initialization. What if I just remove this? What is going to be now the output of this code? Undefined, right? Right, undefined. Okay. Now let me tell you under hood what is happening to this. This is very important concept. And you will thank me, or you will thank the error, because the error is giving the right information. And if you just guys read those errors, they are giving you correct information. So when we are writing something like that, log of a and let of a equals to 10 and log of a. Okay, just one thing I want to ask you, as we are discussing this value only. We are discussing firstly this. Then this hoisting, meaning the hoisting is not working for let. Is it same? Is it true? Then hoisting is not working for let variables. Is it true? If we cannot access the value of let variables, that means hoisting is not working for let variables. Is it true or not? That seems to be true. This statement seems to be true, but yes, it's not true. It's false. It's false, because the hoisting definition is very correct over here. Every variable, every variable, is it var, let, or const, it comes under the hoisting phase. Okay. Now, what is going to happen for this code? Firstly, when a code is executed, a global execution code is made. Now, this will not come into the first phase. We are working for first phase. Now, this let a variable. A is also given a value as undefined. The A is also getting a value as undefined, but as it is a let variable, it is a let variable, or maybe it can be a const variable as well. It is a let or const variable, any variable it is. It is either a let or a const variable. It will also get, it will get the value of undefined, but in a different zone called temporal dead zone. As the name is saying you, what the name is telling us? The name is telling us this is a temporary dead zone. This is a temporary dead zone. This is temporary dead. Okay, it is a temporary dead zone, and we cannot access any variable which is in the temporal dead zone. Clear? When a variable is declared with let or const, it will also go into the hoisting phase, but it will go into the temporal dead zone. Is it clear to everyone? It will go into the temporal dead zone. Now, as the first phase is finished, now we are undergoing to the second phase. We are seeing console log A. Now it will try to access the value of A. Now it will try to access the value of A. It will see, the log will see that it is a temporal dead zone. The value is in temporal dead zone and we cannot access the value. That's why for this case, what the error is coming as cannot access A before initialization. That means our code knows that there is a variable which is defined as A, but you cannot access it before initialization. Is this clear to everyone? Let me tell you this, my statement again. Our code knows that we have a variable called A, but right now we cannot access this. Our code knows that we have a variable A, but we cannot access this. That's why I was showing you this statement as well. Now this is saying that A is not defined. Okay, understood? Understood this thing? Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Our code is giving you every correct information as. And what I am telling you, I am giving the logic behind that as well. Our code is saying us, you cannot access the A variable before it has been declared. Initialized, sorry. Before it has been initialized. Okay. Our code is saying all the things. Our error is saying all the things. What I am saying is this errors are saying. Clear, everyone? Okay. Now this is giving us error. Let's say that this line was not there. This line was not there. If this line was not there, then what is going to be? Let a equals to 10. If this value is over here, then firstly, when this line is executed, firstly, this value will come out of this temporal dead zone. This line will come out of this temporal dead zone, and this undefined will be replaced by 10. This undefined will be replaced by 10. Now this log will give us the value of 10. Okay, now you can conclude this thing that hoisting is applicable to every variable and every function. Okay, it's just that sorry, let and const come into the temporal dead zone. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear? These are very basic concepts, and yet these are very confusing steps as well. Okay. Do you got something from the error statements? Yes. We know that our code knows that we have declared in the next part of the code about A. And when we have not declared in, then this it is giving the error as A is not defined. Clear, everyone? Yes. Okay, this is basically the power of like viewing something. Okay, when you are observing everything, when you will observe the codes very clearly, then you will not need anything. You will not need anything. Just read everything. Yes, right. Very correct answer by Manish. He has given the correct answer. Where variables are hoisted with undefined, while let and const are hoisted with undefined. Let and const variable are also defined with are also hoisted with undefined, but they go into the temporal dead zone, and the temporal whatever is in the temporal dead zone, we cannot access the variables which are in temporal dead zone. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Right. Okay. For the latent calls, this is going to be true. Clear, everyone? Do you guys satisfied with the logic? Sometimes people used to not get satisfied with the logic that why it is happening, but it is not happening. Are you guys satisfied with the logic and everything? Great. Good. Now let's move to the next thing. Okay. Let's go and combinedly see 2, 3 things. Let's go deep diver into the concepts. Let's see. What is going to be the answer of this code? Just take 2, 3 minutes and try to give me answer. Okay, let's remove this as well. I think you all know about this console. Okay, let's run this program. Cannot access B before initialization, right? Why? Why this is happening? Okay, let's do this quickly. First phase. In the first phase, what is going to happen? A is set to be undefined. B is set to be also undefined, but as it is a let variable, it will go into the temporal dead zone, right? Now function test is going to be, the whole function will be stored like this. Clear? Okay, now let's go to the second phase. Second phase is test will be called, test function will be called. Now the test function will try to extract the value of A and B. Okay, A and B. Now the value of A is 10, undefined, sorry, undefined, and B, it will go to access the value of B, but B is in temporal dead zone, so it will give us error. That's why here the error is cannot access B before initialization. It's only giving the error for B, not for A. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear to everyone? Now, what is going to be the answer for this? What is going to be the answer for this? Now, this is very easy. What is going to be the answer for this? Undefined error, 190. This is very simple. Why you guys are giving wrong answers? This will access both the variables. This will access both the variables. Yes, the answer is very simple, 190 and 190. Okay, this is very simple. This will give us answer like this. 190, 190. Okay. What is the use of temporal dead zone? That you cannot access the variable before initialization. This is only the use. Because sometimes when we are using var a as this like this, we can use this variable before initializing this. Okay, this is a wrong behavior. You will get to know about this behavior when you are working in projects. Okay, this is a wrong behavior. Because of these types of behavior, let and const are introduced in JavaScript. Okay, now let's talk about one more thing. Okay, now let's shift to like this. Now, what is going to be the answer for this one? So we have guys, we have seen one famous statement about JavaScript. Where and const, sorry, let and const are block scope, where is function scope. Have you guys seen this line? Have you guys gone through? Have you read it somewhere? Yes. Now, today we will understand this. Okay, we are going to the scope part. Let and const are block scope, where is function scope. I'll tell you more about this. Okay, what that means. Now, what is going to be the output for this? Let's see. Let's see firstly the output, then we will consider this. 200, 300, 190. So whosoever is giving this answer, that is correct. Okay, let's see what is happening over here. Firstly, let's understand. Okay, let's see. In the first phase. In the first phase, what is going to happen? Okay, in the first phase, what is going to happen? A will be set to undefined, B will be set to undefined. Okay, this is going to be first step. Now in the second phase, what is going to happen over here? 100 will be undefined will be replaced by 100. B, it is going to be 90. Then what is going to happen? Test function will be. And when a function is called, a separate execution context will be made for that function. Okay, please try to listen me very carefully. GEC, in this GEC, a separate, in this GEC, a separate function, a test execution context will be made. For every function, a execution context will be made. A separate execution context will be made. And this function, these three lines, this whole function body will be executed as separately, will execute a first phase and a second phase. Will separately execute a first phase and second phase. What is A equals to firstly undefined, B equals to undefined. And in the second phase, what is going to happen for this part? What is going to happen for this part? Var equals to 200. Firstly, it will replace 200 with this. Then it is going to be 300. Console log AB. Now this is very important. Console log AB. Now, firstly, this console statement, as it is running in this test, in this execution context, it will firstly find out, is there a value in my context of A and B? Is there is a value? Yes. So it will first print 200. Then, is there a value of B in my context? Yes, this is a value 300. So first console will print 200 and 300. Let's see this thing. Very important. This is very important. When this function body is completed, when this whole function is completed, this whole execution context will be deleted from the memory. From the memory, this whole execution context will be deleted. Now, what is going to happen over here? Now this line will run. As this line will run, this will try to find out the value of A in its own execution. Firstly, its own execution, which is A is 100. So firstly, it will print 100. Then B. What is the value of B? It is 90. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section why the output is coming like this. Is it clear to everyone? Now, what is going to be the answer for this? What is going to be the answer for this? This is very simple. Just take out your pen and paper. Just give me a correct answer. What is going to be the output for this? Okay, let's see. In the first phase, it is going to be undefined. B is going to be undefined. Okay. The test function will be stored. The whole function body will be stored. Now, the second phase will run. In the second phase, what is going to happen over here? A is going to be 100. B is going to be 90. Okay. Now the test function will be called. When this function will be called, so the separately execution context will be made for ABC. The first phase. In the first phase, what is going to happen? B equals to undefined. And for the second phase, for this function ABC, it is going to be 300. Okay. Now the console log in the second phase, when this will run this console, it will try to find out firstly the value of A in this context. Is there a context? Is there a value which is defined as A in this context? No. So it will try to find the value of A in its parent's context. Parent's context. It will go to the parent's context and try to find out the value as 100. So it will firstly print 100 for it. And now it will try to find out B. Firstly, it will try to find out the value of B in its own context of ABC, which is 300. So it will print 300 for us. Now, when this function body is going to be end up, this is end up now. This is end up. Now, what is going to happen over here? When this has end up, what is going to happen? When this is end up, what is going to happen? When this has end up, the value of B is also gone, disposed. This is also deleted from memory. Whatever the value was declared over here, this is also got deleted. Cleaned, yes, deleted from the memory. Now what is going to happen? Console log A and B. A and B, what is going to happen? A is 100, B is 90. It will print 190. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Let's. Okay, I think you all got these things. Okay. Now, when we are discussing about this thing, have you guys seen one more thing? That why the var values are called as function scoped? Why the var values are called function scope? Because when the function was deleted from memory, when B is 300, the function was deleted from memory, the values are also deleted. That's why the function, the var values are not coming out of the function. That's why they are called function scoped. Is it clear to everyone? That's why they are called function scoped. Is it clear that why var is called function scoped? Is it clear to everyone why the var is called function scoped? No. That means var is function scope, which is very clear to you guys. Let me just give you one more thing, one more shocking. Now, what is going to be the output for this? What is going to be the output for this? Okay, let's run this code. The answer is same. Let's just do a quick try run for this part as well. First is A will be undefined, but where? In temporal dead zone. Similarly, B will be undefined, but same in temporal dead zone. For the first phase, we are running this code. Okay. Now what is going to happen over here? The test function will be stored same as it is. Now the second phase will run. And A is going to be 100. B is going to be 90. Okay. Test function, when we will run the test function, what is going to happen over here? Similarly, a execution context will be made for you for this function to operate this first phase. In the first phase, B will be undefined, but in temporal dead zone. Okay. Now for the second phase, as the first phase will end up, undefined will be replaced by 300. Now we will execute A and B. We'll firstly try to find out the value of A, which is not present in this execution. Go to the parent's execution. 100, the first output will be 100. And we'll try to find out the value of B, but it is present in its execution context. That means 300. It will be 300. Now the same will happen to this part as well. This will also get deleted from the memory. This will also get deleted from the similarly. This is going to happen over here. Now the next line A and B. A will print 100 and B will print 90. Okay. Now that means everyone which is saying this definition, these things you have heard it a lot. I know. Everyone who is saying this thing, they are wrong. That means is that function is behaving same for where and let. And we have seen that people are saying where is function scope, let or star block scope. Is it confusing or not? Please let me know in the chat section. Confusing? Yes. But is it not confusing? It is very easy. Let me tell you why. Let's go to our previous code and just read this statement read this statement once. Read this statement once, you will get that. Right, Siva. Function is also a block of code. Function is also a block of code. So we can modify the statement as where let and const is function scope because function is also a block. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. Let const, where let and const, sorry, I think we have to remove this. Where let and const is function scope because function is also a block. Okay, got it. What is a block? Block is nothing but whichever code, when we write something in these types of brackets, it is called a block. Okay, and you can see over here that function is also is a block. Okay, that's why I've written the definition of function for you guys. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the chat section. It may be confusing, but if you observe these things very carefully, then you will get to know these things. How I got to know about these things? By observing these things. There is no one who had teach me these things. I have got to know about these things by observing JavaScript. Clear, everyone? Now let's take this 5 or 4 minutes for the doubts part. If you have any doubts, you can ask your doubts and we will close this class and we will continue the next week. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know. The same, Dheeraj Shinde. Not equals to, when you assign a single equals to, it will typecast the value to a same type and then it will give you the value. Yes, you can find all these things in GFG documents, articles. No, it is a lot. It is a very big topic. It's not covered yet, Jyoti. Maybe. Yeah, I think there is no significant questions because for the where let and const part, we have got these projects, these things we have to cover, and we have covered. I think this thing we have covered. So we have covered this temporary execution context. We are covering dry runs. We will cover more dry runs in the next class. We will cover the block part. We will cover a lot of things. Okay. Can I get the notes again? Yes, you can get notes again. Yes. Yeah, so this is the notes link. Okay, we will be going to scoping in this part as well. Variable scoping we will be covering in varlet and cost. Varlet and cost will take one more class to be covered because it will cover all these topics. These are very important topics. Shallow copy, deep copy, and this is very important things. Okay, after covering this varlet and const, we will go to the DOM part, and we will also make one project in the next upcoming 3 classes. Anything you want me to make, I can make in the live class. But one thing, it should be I should be able to complete that in only one class. Any project you want me to make, I can make the project in DOM, but it should take only 2 hours to complete that project. If it's so, I will complete. So thank you for teach these important topics. Thank you so much for listening to me. To-do list app, yes, that was very easy. We can cover to-do list. Anything else? I think everything is clear for you guys. Can you give us more code as homework to answer? You can use ChatGPT for these types of things. Just write, I want to learn more about these varlet and cons. Please give me some code like this. You can paste some of my codes in ChatGPT, and ChatGPT can give you some practice questions. Okay. Sir, can we do something new and cover more of basics? You can go for free code camp, but free code camp is currently not working. But whenever it will work, you can go on free code camp and you can. Maybe there are other platforms you can go and search on this. Netflix loan in 2 hours. Random code generator will we will need the knowledge to call APIs for that. That is a great thing, but it will not need 2 hours. It will just need 4 5. It will need 25 minutes, I think. Achha. Close the tab. Why? Okay, I think that is working now. So you have to get started for free. For free code camp, you have to go for that. I think this is not working. Okay, free code camp is now working, I think. Get started, it's free. Okay, so you can go on free code camp and you can just start with, yes, I think this is I think they have changed something. Yes, this is legacy JavaScript algorithms and data structure, I think. Yes, you have to do this course. Just go and complete this. I have also done these things. Okay, just go and complete all these things. You will get to know more about this. They just Raju YouTube video downloader are just a piece of APIs, not something like this. We will need some APIs to call that. Okay, the great idea and to learn a lot of things is to-do list, or maybe we can go for a app manager, or we can go for a tic-tac-toe. That will be a great learning for us. Bubble game. How the bubble game looks. No. Mini budget app. Yes, Deepika, this is a nice idea. but I just want a elaborated thing so that I can make expense tracker, how we can make this expense tracker. This is very easy to make expense tracker. And this is very important as but like this is a very interesting topic. Task manager is very like task manager will take 4 to 5 hours. I have made a task manager. We'll share the link with you guys. Okay, let me share you. Okay, we'll share the code in the next class with you guys. Okay, guys. So I think your LinkedIn profile, you can search for Saurabh Bansal Lab Review. You will get that. Okay, so I think that was all from my side. Signing off, Saurabh Bansal. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me very patiently, and thank you, guys, for coming to this class. Bye, everyone. Good night, and happy Janmashtami to you all. Bye.